They always said I was the quiet one. Easy to overlook, easy to dismiss. But people forget, quiet doesn't mean weak. Quiet is when the storm gathers before it breaks. And that morning, at exactly 7 a.m., I became the storm my family never saw coming. It started small, or at least, that's how Rowan explained it. It's just snacks, he said with that same crooked smile he'd been perfecting since childhood. But by sunrise, my account was missing $8,200. Gone. Vanished. Like my trust, when I confronted him, my mother stepped in, brushing it off with a laugh. Boys will be boys, Mara. Don't make such a fuss. Like $8,000 was a handful of loose coins on the counter. I didn't shout. I didn't argue. I just nodded, lips pressed shut, while inside me something cracked in a way that wouldn't heal. That night, while they slept, I stayed awake, eyes burning, heart steady, because I knew what they refused to see. This wasn't Rowan's clumsy mistake. It was Ivy. My older sister. The golden child. The one who always got away with it. We were close once. Or maybe that's the lie I told myself. She was older, sharper, adored by everyone. And me? I was the one who noticed things. The one who remembered, when we were kids, she'd slip coins from my dresser. Just dimes, quarters. She'd laugh when I caught her. Don't be so dramatic, Mara, she'd tease. Back then it was pocket change. Now, it was thousands. And she still carried the same smirk. I watched her pattern unfold. Charges for groceries I never bought. Rides I never took. Streaming subscriptions I never signed up for. Always late at night. Always disguised. She even used her son's name as cover. But an 8-year-old can't drain $8,000 in hours. She could. She did. The money wasn't the deepest cut. No, it was my mother's laughter, her casual dismissal, like I was foolish for caring. That was the moment I stopped being silent out of fear, and started being silent out of calculation. I became a shadow in my own home, recording every transaction, every password she left saved on shared devices, every careless fingerprint she left behind. By dawn, I had a plan. Step 1, freeze. Not my cards, hers. Every line of credit tied to her name. Every joint account linked to my mother. I knew their banks, their security questions, even the pattern of numbers Ivy always used. At 6:59 a.m., I hit submit. At 7 o'clock, they were locked out of their own lives. Step 2, exposure. I compiled everything, statements, screenshots, timestamps, into a neat little file. Then I forwarded it straight to her employer. She worked in finance. Ethics mattered there. And her ethics were rotting. Step 3, silence. I didn't pick up her calls. I let the panic grow like fire behind glass. At 7:10, my phone buzzed again. At 7:12, my mother's trembling voice filled my voicemail. By 7:15, Ivy was at my door, pounding with both fists. When I opened the door, she looked nothing like the perfect daughter. Hair wild, robe half-tied, face pale. What did you do? She demanded, voice cracking. I didn't argue. I didn't even raise my tone. I just handed her the folder I'd prepared. Pages of her theft, her lies, her fingerprints across every account. Her eyes darted over the pages, panic replacing fury. You wouldn't, she started. I cut her off with 3 words, I already did. The blood drained from her face. For the first time in years, I watched her crumble. I told her the truth, that her employer already had the file, that the bank flagged her activity, that she had until noon to confess or I would take everything to the police. She begged. She cried. She swore it was nothing, just snacks, just a mistake. But I didn't soften. I just closed the door in her face. By noon, she confessed. Not because of guilt, because of fear. Her company suspended her. My mother called again, her voice sharper than glass. You ruined her life. No, I said, steady as ice. She ruined her own. Then I hung up that night. My apartment was silent. No laughter at my expense, no mocking dismissal. Just the kind of quiet that feels like victory. For years they treated me like the fragile one, the one who could be stolen from, ignored, silenced. They mistook patience for weakness. But silence isn't weakness. Silence is the knife they never see until it's pressed against their throat. I didn't take the money back. I didn't need to. What I took was more valuable. Control. Dignity. The balance they thought I'd never claim. People ask if revenge feels good. They imagine fire, rage, destruction. But they're wrong. It's not fire. It's ice. Slow, precise, spreading until everything cracks. At 7 a.m., Ivy screamed. At 7:10, she begged. By noon, she fell. And me? I just sat back and watched, because in the end, I didn't shout. I didn't throw a punch. I didn't break a single law. I just proved one truth they had forgotten. The quiet ones remember everything.